point. You already know if you want your garden to be on point, go ahead and get you a what? A RainPoint. Now, as you can see, currently this is our two-way irrigation system that we got set up right now with our old RainPoint. Okay, yes. Yeah, so we got this thing going under the ground here, so we can go over to these beds over here. So whenever we set up our new RainPoint system, the two-way Wi-Fi irrigation, it's pretty much going to replace all of this right here. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, Mama Leaf Footed that was out here the other week, you see the girl where she laid out here, all the babies, and where the babies going in this soapy water. Just like that. And that's how you kill leaf-footed bugs.
Looks like we in business. Okay, so we currently got the new irrigation set up with the 2 zones. As you can see, you got 1/2 inch tubing going into both the left and the right side. The right side is currently underground, but they're actually going in the same direction, so you can't see it. Zone 2 is above ground, and then once they get into the actual garden, Zone 2 splits over to the right going towards the blackberries and around the fence, along the other edge to the garden beds, the 4x8 beds and the 3x6, whereas Zone 1 continues to go around the inside of the bed, hitting the 4x8s, by 2, and of course the garden bags. They also connect to the side of the house where we have our salsa garden growing, as well as some other things. The main purpose of this and separating the zones is because we were running into an issue with water pressure, and then trying to water everything at one time. You know, we noticed that the spray nozzles, especially the overhead spray nozzles, were weak. So they would only spray out drips instead of actually a mist. So in order to mitigate that problem, we went ahead and separated them out. So now, as you can see, there's enough pressure to be able to push out. This one's actually turned down, so let's turn that back up. Trying to be mindful of our tomato plant over here because we don't want it to get wet, the leaves, and then have all types of fungal damage. You know how it does when it gets hot. Tomato leaves don't like to be wet.
Okay, the quail are doing swell. And then you last, he done blew up my hand. So I want you all to take note. These are our girls right here, and they have like a little reddish tint to them. And then the ones with the dark black and brown, these are the guys, the boys. So that's how we know what we have, because like I said, these are sex linked. And so this is one of our boys here. As you can see, he's already getting adult feathers. As you can see, this is only like a weekend. And then our girl, well, if I can get one of them. And then our girl here, who she's also got her feathers too that's coming in. So that's how we know what we got here as far as our birds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the top back on my brooder. And I dropped the wattage down from, wrong way, 250 to 125. What's up, everybody? It's me, Mike, out here at the Urban Suburban Homestead, and you already know we're about to be doing some gardening today, okay? Yes. Today, I think I got some plans to plant some things in this here 6x3 bed, which is actually putting some more beans and some cucumbers over there, because why? We're trying to do some pickling and stuff this year, and also we want to have us some beans so we can be able to store, so I ain't gotta go, I can't talk. So I ain't gotta go buy no more. Okay, yeah, so y'all already know we got to go ahead and get up into this here bed right here and make sure some things get planted in there alongside with our zucchini and also our other pole beans that we got that's gonna bind up on this here trellis right now. And we also have some garbanzo beans over here as well, along with some radishes, and I also took the liberties of putting a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, carrots over there too. Yes, in the corner. You know, I did that off camera so you all didn't get a chance to see that, but I want you all to know I got a plan for some cucumbers, also a variety of beans, okay? Some Gold Rush wax beans, and also some big Kahuna bush beans, and also some more black eyed peas, also known as cow peas, okay? I know last year we grew the cow peas as like a trap crop, but this year we want to grow these for our actual harvest, okay? So we can actually harvest these beans and store them away in a time of need, okay? So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be planting our Merlin over there, okay, because y'all already know I love me some Merlin, okay? And then we got our Gold Rush here, and then also we got our big Kahuna beans, and then I'm gonna also plant a San Marzano. Maybe a little bit too late, not sure, but it's over here in a little bit of shade and stuff. But we're gonna plant this one right here near the pole, okay, and where everything kind of meets in the middle. That way we can have a nice little support system, because this is an indeterminate tomato, okay? And I feel pretty good about planting this over here because I'm surrounded by a lot of beans, so it should give a lot of nitrogen growth, and also it's able to trellis up this here net here, and we could be able to clamp it and, you know what I'm saying, strap the girl down, okay? Yeah, so we're also on the back side gonna be planting some like I said, some cow peas, are also known some black eyed peas, okay? Because why, you know, they ain't really do too much trapping last year like they were supposed to. So this year we're gonna go ahead and try to harvest the girl for some actually things, okay, that we can eat. So yeah, I want you all to go ahead and stay tuned, because why, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing sectioned on out here. And as you can see, what we got down right here, we already got some new growth of our garbanzo beans here, and also our Blue Lake and our Kentucky pole beans that we got right there. And also over there we got a little basil, a little radish, and also some zucchini is coming up in the bike. Yeah, so today's sponsor is RainPoint. You already know, if you want your garden to be on point, go ahead and get you a what? A RainPoint, okay? Today we're going to be featuring the 2-zone water timer with the hub. And the one good thing about this here product is it allows us to break our garden up, okay? We are not no stranger to RainPoint at all. We have the 1-zone timer that we've been using. It does not have any Wi-Fi access. So with us having the 2-zone Wi-Fi water timer with the hub, it allows us to be able to split our garden up, since we have now a left and a right, to be able to get, you know, adequate irrigation to everything. The one good thing about using the RainPoint app is that it has different features in there that allows you to set it to a normal interval cycle, where you have like a daily or every other day, or you can put it onto like an interval where it's like every 10 seconds or every 30 seconds or every hour, that you'll be able to you know, set up your timer. Also has a cycle and soak system where you can pretty much saturate your garden beds to your liking, and you can be able to monitor with the water flow system, how much water is being soaked into your garden, okay? And so that gives you a worry-free water irrigation system that allows you to be able to adjust it any way you like it on the go, okay? And that's the one good thing about having this here Wi-Fi water timer with the hub, is it allows us to use the RainPoint app so seamlessly to be able to, you know what I'm saying, customize our garden. As you already know, with the Florida heat and all that, it gets so hot out here. It's actually hot right now, okay? It's starting to get a little hot, and we pretty much, you know, got the water timer that gives us a little, you know, little safety net, okay? Yeah. And so I want you all, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and hit that link in the description box below, and also hit that QR code, because why? We want you all to go ahead and get you a RainPoint tie-dye. Okay, so yes, I want you all to stay tuned, because we're about to go ahead and get into this here planting over here, and yeah, that's gonna be that right there. Okay, so here we go right here. Our big kahunas, they going over here, but as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and plant the Merlin back here, and go ahead and plant our San Marzano. And I think I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. I think I'm gonna do like 3 or 4 Merlins over here, and then we'll leave all this area for San Marzano to go on up on its own. Okay. And some people might be like, oh, this is crowding it out, but you know what I'm saying, we're gonna maximize space out here, because have you seen them prices? Okay, if that tree will start blowing into the frame. Alright. This is our San Marzano. These some tiny seeds here. That's 1. And that's 2. So we planted 2, but we're only gonna grow. We're only gonna grow 1. Alright. Let's get Miss Merlin. Four tapped out, so we're gonna plant 4. So yes, we over on this side of the bed right here. We already got our nice yellow snapdragons here, but I'm going to use these here black eyed peas that we had from last year. So pretty much that's what this side is going to be on its own, because I'm going to use up all of these seeds if I can, or try to preserve the ones that that we don't use. But for the most part, we're going to try to pack this side out with black eyed peas over here. Okay. just got done planting that there bed right there. So right now we're about to move over here and plant this here calendula and also some more comfrey, because why? We're gonna get into some making some body butter and also some salves and stuff for you all, because why, I've been testing out some different recipes and it's just be cheaper for me to get these, you know what I'm saying, different oils here in my garden, okay, and sell to you all. That way you all can be able to, you know what I'm saying, enjoy for you all's medicinal pleasures, okay. So yeah, we're about to plant this here calendula here and also some more comfrey. And the reason why I wanted to plant some more comfrey, because in the other one we did that homemade compost, and whenever you're doing homemade compost, you're subject to get anything growing in there, and so it's a little bit of grass and all kinds of tomatoes and stuff. So I want to make sure we have just a solid bag of just straight, you know what I'm saying, pure bag dirt that we can plant this here comfrey in, so I can know exactly what I'm getting, okay. Especially we're gonna be selling this stuff to you all to make sure that we have, you know what I'm saying, something good, you know what I'm saying, for the future. All right, so we got our comfrey here, and we're gonna do just like we did in the other bag, just a nice little sprinkle dusting, you know what I'm saying. So we got everything here planted, and so now it's time to go ahead and give everything a nice good old razzle dazzle, you know what I'm saying, a little shower. So what we're about to do right now is go ahead and set up out here a RainPoint on a nice little 30-second interval, so you all can get these, see these seeds get on, you know what I'm saying, douse down. Okay. It's on the second blade, baby. Gotcha. Cycles, and I'm gonna put it as a good picture in picture. So really quick, a good rule of practice is whenever you are getting your irrigation and stuff set up, go ahead and have you some bedding, okay, you know what I'm saying, some type of mulch or something to put over top of your crops, because why, it's going to help with the moisture control of everything, okay, especially when you live in like a place like Florida or somewhere in like anywhere, I would say from 7A on up, okay, you know what I'm saying, you need to have you some type of mulching type of cover, that way it does not get, you know what I'm saying, dehydrated out here, you know what I'm saying, you don't want your place to be thirsty and stuff, okay. So go ahead and get you something like this right here, some type of like little pine or cedar shavings, or like some pine needles, also maybe some tiny bark nuggets or something like that right there, anything that will help with the weed control and also moisture control. So that's one good little key pro tip that you need to do whenever you're setting up your irrigation. Okay, go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and hit that description in the link below. Okay. So as you can see, that's that right there for our, you know what I'm saying, a little planting for the day. And I want to thank RainPoint once again for going ahead and sponsoring this here video, because why, we couldn't do it without you. The garden would be fabulous as it is today. Okay, so I want you all to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and devil and I will talk to you all later. Bye.